taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Buckeyes suck now.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They go play action with Hurts. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay, and this unit very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw.
Well, Mason, that could be a tell to my opponent that I'm
doing.
doing.
Key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out too.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it is caught. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Alex Anzalone, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard goal, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 3-0 lead in the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got Smith here. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Emeka Egbuka, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. 2-0 score after 1 on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete. The Bucs have 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 30. It's a gain of 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Hey, alert 33.
Here's Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And they'll run again. And good work there defensively. He's able to keep him out of the end zone. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass 2, both in the arsenal. Mayfield now. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Real.
A run up the middle with Irving. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Point it right.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
180.
Mayfield to throw it. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 30 yards. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
They're
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 5. Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down up to the 47-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle complete. It's Smith. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver And that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
20. Kings.
To throw, Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
34-yard line.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Regular.
They're going to look to throw. This one taken in. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Good. 180. What's that?
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Yeah, he's got it. And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Real. What's that?
Irving will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Yeah.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Good work there, holding them down on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
180.
They'll run with Irving. He's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal. Once again, it's Irving. Oh, it's brought down. Remember here,
I can't get back.
left. They got to get to the line
Go
quick.
safe for field goal.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. this. Still a one-possession game. 8 points the difference as we resume action on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
4th down, Mayfield. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. This is Smith to the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 28 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick-6, and they widen the lead.
And least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Good. 180.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Hey, alert, alert.
They'll try and run here with Irvin. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
180. Motion. Stop.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Good. Regular. 180. Real. What's that?
Play fake. Mayfield. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Kings. Move. What's that?
They go play action. Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Alert. 180. What's that?
Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Nifty move. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Miami, no touch, no touch.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Great, set.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Great, set.
Bigsby. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Touch.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Bigsby once more. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
20
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
180. Regular.
Now Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
180. Pistol. Stop.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He's got Otten. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it fourth down. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. Fourth down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otten, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Eagles 37, Buccaneers 23.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now, so if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
And Bigsby once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not.
He's got a man complete. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 70 yards. And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
You got to understand situational football, because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Bradley Pinion.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now hang on here, because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught, Smith. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Devontae Smith. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hurts going to give this to Shipley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 43. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
No touch.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Philadelphia, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
in my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many, be on some anti. I told her pull up, she asked me do I. Right now I'm fresh as hell, somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back to back. Gang, back to back to back. Killing me, back to back to back. Back to 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 back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' back to back like Rose and Matt Black, my Rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' they gon' heat me up, I been trying to keep it cool, these little, they try to start it, too late, my finger was already on it, call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I, the 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never, all that beating around the bush, homie, said with your chest, got a lot of dog on me, know you probably smell it, like my name, Jody, pull up in the vet, go and check the news, Brody, heard somebody stretch, in your feelings by the, better get a grill, tired of getting taxed for that, take a trip, I got right here for show up, make everybody dip, went to visit Granny, she say, what's that poking out your hip, I told Brody walk behind so he can catch me if I slip, she begging me to take a sip, first she drove the boat, then she like a ship, first you load it up, then you empty out the I'm not no button, I'm no wrinkled clothes, it ain't no pressing me. I got on Vinci, LV, no night, but I got that check on me. If I swing this from left to right, gon' have to check on your homie. Lil' Brun, I'm known for stopping cars, but they be on go for me. Gloves when I'm out, it's bad luck. I just put 10 million